All right, let's dive into something fascinating. A game that just won't quit.
Tag Pro.
Tag Pro.
You heard that right. And you might be thinking,
Tag Pro, that's still around.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it is.
It's thriving.
And it's about to finish.
It's about to wrap up its 34th season.
34 seasons. Most games are lucky to get a sequel, let alone that many seasons.
Well, really incredible.
For those who haven't had the pleasure, what exactly is Tag Pro?
So at its core, it's capture the flag,
Okay.
but with a twist.
Right.
Imagine you're a little ball,
Yeah.
red or blue,
Uh-huh.
zipping around a maze-like map.
Okay.
You're trying to grab the enemy flag and bring it back to your base.
I gotcha.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The maps are packed with unique elements
Right.
that add layers of strategy.
Like what?
We're talking speed pads, spikes, gates, bombs.
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 Now you've got my attention.
Yeah,
It's like a pinball machine crossed with capture the flag.
it is. It's very chaotic.
And we haven't even talked about the competitive scene.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
the Tag Pro Championship games
Yeah.
have just wrapped up.
Okay.
The Super Ball for the top-tier players.
Right.
And the Mooper Ball for the mid-level leagues.
Hold on. They have playoffs and championships.
Absolutely.
In Tag Pro.
They're modeled after the NFL playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Where teams have to battle their way through a series of matches
Okay.
to reach the final showdown.
That's so cool.
And just like in the NFL,
Yeah.
there are different leagues for different skill levels.
Makes sense.
So you have the Nooper Ball for the newer players.
Okay.
That's coming up soon.
Okay.
And that's for the novice players.
Cool.
And you can bet the excitement is building for that.
Yeah, I bet.
It's amazing because these leagues are entirely community organized.
Wow. A decade-old game
I know, right?
with a structured competitive scene like that?
It just shows the dedication
Yeah.
of the Tag Pro players.
Very cool.
It's
But let's break down the gameplay a bit more.
okay.
What are the different ways to play Tag Pro? You mentioned capture the flag. Are there other modes?
Yeah, so you've got your traditional capture the flag,
Oh.
where each team has its own flag to protect and capture.
Okay.
But then there's also neutral flag mode.
Oh, interesting.
So there's only one flag in this mode,
Okay.
and both teams are fighting over it,
Right.
trying to bring it back to their respective end zones.
Gotcha.
It's very much a king of the hill type of situation.
So two main ways to play, both with that capture the flag element at their core,
Exactly.
and I'm guessing the unique map elements you mentioned come into play in both modes.
They do.
Tell me more about these elements.
So you've got walls you can use for juking.
Duping.
That's where you fake out your opponent by quickly changing direction.
Oh, okay.
Then you've got speed pads for bursts of acceleration.
Gotcha.
Spikes that'll instantly eliminate you if you touch them.
Oh, wow.
And team tiles. They give you a speed boost based on your team color.
So it's not just about speed then.
No.
It's about knowing the map, using those elements strategically, outsmarting your opponents.
Absolutely.
And you said bombs.
Yes.
Tell me more about those.
Oh, they're strategically placed throughout the map.
Okay.
And when they detonate,
Yeah.
they can propel players across the map.
Really?
So you can use them offensively to blast your opponents away,
Well,
or defensively to launch yourself out of a tricky situation.
so you got to think on your feet.
Exactly.
Adapt to those ever-changing situations.
It's all about quick thinking.
Now I'm really starting to see how this seemingly simple game
Yeah.
can be so addicting and strategic.
It really gets you thinking.
Like chess, but with explosions.
That's a good way to put it.
But with all these elements, doesn't it get overwhelming for new players?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
While it might seem like a lot to take in at first,
Right.
Tag Pro actually has a surprisingly intuitive learning curve. The core mechanics are easy to grasp.
Yeah.
But mastering the nuances of the maps, the power-ups, and the team dynamics,
Right.
that's what keeps players coming back for more.
Makes sense. You always want to improve.
Yeah, there's always more to learn.
Speaking of power-ups, what kind of special abilities do players have at their disposal?
Okay, so there are three main power-ups
All right.
that add another layer of strategy to the mix.
Oh.
So first you've got the rolling bomb.
Rolling bomb.
Think of it like a personal force field.
Interesting.
If you activate it,
Yeah.
anyone who touches you gets repelled.
Oh, that's cool.
Then there's grip, or juke juice.
Juke juice.
That's what the community calls it.
I like that.
It gives you a boost to acceleration and control.
So perfect for pulling off those slick jukes.
Yeah.
And escaping those spikes.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And finally, we have the Tag Pro power-up.
The Tag Pro power-up.
This is the ultimate offensive weapon.
Oh, okay.
Activate this,
Yeah.
and you can eliminate any opponent you touch. But be careful. If
Right.
you're carrying the flag, you're still vulnerable.
So high risk, high reward.
Very much so.
I can see how these power-ups would add a whole new level of intensity.
They really do.
But with all this talk about power-ups and bombs,
Yeah.
is Tag Pro a violent game?
Tag Pro is a violent game. Good morning and good night to the people who are watching this live stream right now as we head into week 7 here. The Blockettes going up against Furballers, the number 1 seed. The Furballers are just trying to make sure they have a steady way through playoffs tonight as they try to secure one of the top 2 seeds to avoid having to sub out one of their players. I believe Jazz is going to be subbing in for one of the players tonight, as I am just getting the group link now. Then it should just go like this. Oh, I do need to switch music. There we go. Oh shit, I gotta close doors. One sec. Don't worry, I'm just adjusting levels on my side so you guys can hear everything, okay? Can I start predictions in this? I need to make sure. Inspired Van, thanks for the follow, dude. Music too loud? Alright, I can turn that down a bit. How's that? Okay, Joy has me curious now. I gotta look at my, oh wait, no, was it Nameless and Bali? That's what we're missing, yeah. Okay. There we go, players are starting to slowly crawl in. Joy has me curious. I won the Mooper ring last season. I just gotta... I'm checking my... Looks like my ring won't be there till tomorrow, so that gives me some time. Alright. I'll probably post something in the group chat about it. Alright. So look, oh, Yawn isn't there tonight for Furballers. That's a big question mark for their defense. Alright. I'm hoping I just get to keep the format like this for this week. I don't like having to change stuff in between games, but things happen. No, that tells me stream stats. I was trying to see if there was a way for... Oh, we got some people in the chat. Alright. Major playoff implications tonight. It looks like both teams are starting to be underway. I think BL the Blockettes are just waiting on Nameless and Bali to get things get up to speed here for tonight. Some people like to talk in majors discussion. I don't know. There's not really another chat for... I mean, this is like the in-game chat you see for groups, but most of the time I usually just react to whatever people type in Twitch chat here. And it looks like we're underway here for game number 1 tonight. And I gotta react to some of these elements. I gotta make some of these smaller. That works. I don't think I have to do too much else. The only thing I can do is make sure game sounds work, and then we're good.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, game sounds are on. We are underway. This is a very solid team for the Blockettes. So, the Furballers who are on blue side right now are the #1 seed. Been performing pretty well in the regular season. And... you have a couple of things going on here. So it looks like Anti-Re's on defense right now. Trippy's been having one hell of a season, and that's been a major reason as to why the Furballers have been able to do what they need to do. As Trippy's getting some nice blocks. Joy gets the snipe. Rena not being able to get the curry swap. Rena will be contained by 3 here and will get returned. Bali with a grab as Anti-Re confirms the return. First round of power-ups coming up soon. 2 rolling bombs. They're in diamond formation. Trippy just needs to roll onto it. Jazz ends up sealing it. As Bali's going to be past 2 here. As Jazz looks to get a grab. Surprisingly gets out there. As Bali doesn't get double tap. Looking to extend some room here. Bali finally gets returned. We have 3 in base for the Furballers. Oh, that's a nice bomb from Jazz.
I like Jazz.
And just like that, Jazz puts the Furballers on the board for game number 1. Trippy making his way through Bali. Okay, that's really funny. I didn't realize Bali wasn't really Bali. It's Bailey. No, I have a user script that checks the font and stuff, so it puts the players... It changes the game font for some of these labels for the players. So it's really just Bailey. Another round of power-ups. The top one's going to be a bit delayed, and Nameless is going to get a Tag Pro here as Tag Pros get split. Meowza doesn't look for the kiss, as he looks to also go on offense here and get something rolling here. Jazz not able to get a good grab. Rena set up really well here. And Meowza can return Rena, doesn't get it to go. Rena extending this hold really nicely, and Jazz confirms the return. Yeah, no, this is a good fraud watch week. No, so the Blockettes are hoping to survive tonight to make a playoff run. This team is very good, but they've had some difficulties in the regular season. Like you have some super winning experience on this team, and Meowza has to go for the tag pro as Furballers become the green team. Meowza gonna go flag pro. Tag bro lead gets split. Meowza gets the return. Tag pros are now out, and Meowza going back to the back of red base just to that as you'll see throughout this series for the first 2 games on Centenaria, that back boost is going to be very powerful for teams to watch. Bali not going to be able to get out. Joy setting up nice blocks here. Bali not going to be able to get out. Still tries to slow the play down as Jazz gets in front of the flag. Not the grab you want to see, and Bali gets in for free. As Furballers go green team once again. Anti-Ray looking to set up with Trippy here. Oh, I think they could have rushed it. I don't know what's going on there. Jazz just needs to hold the flag. Jazz juking Nameless by pixels at this point. As gets a good smooth handoff to Anti-Re with Nameless ready to pounce on that snipe at any moment. A bump from Trippy doesn't get it to go, but Nameless bumps Trippy into the flag. He's going to be past 2 here. Joy with a nice grab off the wall to stop Trippy to get a quick cap there. Bali's going to be out of the play for the bit as Trippy's past 2, but nobody's over on regrab as Trippy's been holding for a good amount of time. And more tag pros. This time it's not green team. Team split 1 each. Can they confirm the return here? Nameless gonna be good for a while here. Trippy needs to live. Nameless opts to give the flag to Rena here. As Joy set up pretty well here, takes out that back boost, but Meowza's not gonna be able to get the blocks going. As the handoffs doesn't work for Meowza either. Bali's going to bounce off the wall, and he's past 2. Jazz set up on OD pretty well there. As another round of power-ups come into play, you have a rolling bomb top and a juke juice low. What's going on, Liddy? Rena steals the power-up from Meowza. As this is going to be the first power-up sweep we see for Blockettes. And Nameless with a nice route in with a good bomb defusal. Brings the Blockettes up 2-1. Pretty nice setup OD here. Trippy's getting dragged out of the play by Joy. Meowza confirms the return. Rena going to be sitting on that back boost. It's going to be out. Couldn't get the bounce off the wall, but Meowza has a chance to get out here. Anti-Re recognizes that he needs to help chase that and confirms the return. Should be able to contain him there. As Trippy, we're just going to be sitting for power-ups here at this point. Oh, it's okay. They're going to... Trippy, not going to be... Or, Anti-Re gets out past Joy. Not able to get out past Bali as Meowza needs to live here with some extended pressure going on. Holy crap. Meowza taking his time using every utility you see on the map. And he ends up circling back to that boost, which I really want my novice team to pick up on this week. Is that back boost can literally set you up across the map. And Meowza gets gated. You know what they say. You get gated, you get traded. Joy with a nice snipe. Rena's going to be out here. Meowza with a good cake kill. They'll eventually have a contain on Bali here as we go into our next round of pups. Trippy already starting to set up for that tag pro. Looks to be a 2-on-1 for that tag pro. His Nameless tries to keep Jazz out of the play from them circling back together. And Jazz is going to be able to roll onto that tag pro as another power-up sweep comes in for the Furballers. Anti-Re, still safe for the moment. Rena with a really nice hold here to stop the power play from happening with the power-ups that the Furballers had. Rena still out here. Mitten 20. Meowza goes to the back boost. Bali's out. Nameless not going to be able to be contained by Jazz there as Jazz tries to keep Rena off the flag tile. As they start to set up for the final round of power-ups before we can go to eventual overtime. Joy confirms the tag pro. Power-up sweep here for the Blockettes. Meowza looking to create some pressure here. Trippy can't get the snipe. Nameless gonna walk in there. They didn't have regrab. Bali tries to thread the needle. Can't get it to go. Furballers are gonna need in the cap in the next 20 seconds if they want clutch time to be a factor. Trippy brings it over the top. They got to get clutch time here. Meowza not going to be able to get to the flag in time. Dude, you see Nameless? Dude, he 3 grabs and 2 caps. It's fucking insane, man. Yeah, but the Blockettes are going to take game number 1 here, 3-2. Yeah, Nameless knew when to take grabs, and he had his advantages. He just grabbed during pup rounds, and he had enough flexibility with what he did to be able to cap, and he played really well. See, it's not Bali. We know it's I don't know. It's green name. It's Bailey. Yalpa, welcome to the VIP club. See, now you can see both of the paintings. You can see one like above my head, and then you have one like right here. I didn't realize they had like they have like a number on them on the bottom right, where it's like match. It's a 4 out of 70, and I don't know what that means. No, Furballers look pretty strong on power-ups for game number 1. I think they had a couple of times where they were just uncoordinated on whether or not they had someone ahead. Yeah, it says 4 out of 70 on like the bottom right corner there. On both of them. If you're the end of the Furballers, you gotta make sure you have one ahead, especially during those times. You gotta get someone on the head for clutch time. Alright, we're going into game number 2 tonight, also on Centenaria. Games 3, 4, and 5 tonight are going to be on Milano 2. What's up, Anze? Yawn is not available tonight, and so Jazz is their hot sub. And here we are, going into game number 2 right now. Someone needs to grab the flag so I know the game sounds work. Oh, shit. Reno with a nice grab, though. Alright. Mouse is off the screen. Rena not able to get Jazz out of the way. Trippy. Oh, he's juking. Runs right into the Joy respawn. Rena. Is Rena gonna have another game of Masterclass holding here? Goes right to where Jazz was covering it up. Jazz opting to get closer to the flag here. Anti-Re not gonna be able to get out. As we head into our first round of power-ups, both Juke Juices, which are both go to the Blockettes. Bali's not going to be able to get out. Jazz gets returned. Meowza not able to get out either. Bali going to that back boost. Has to hit the bomb. Ends up right back where they were in the back of base. Meowza not able to hold the line. Is finally able to get the return. Rena gets quickly returned by Meowza. Jazz for a nice bomb. Rena with the snipe on the portal play. We gotta get set up for these power-ups here. Anti-Re tries to snipe it, but bumps Nameless into the power-up. Bali taking his time. Not gonna get past Meowza. Furballers haven't been able to get out on this defense so far tonight, as they were limited to just one cap. Or one, sorry, not one cap, 2 caps. No, Nameless had 2 of their caps last game. I'm not sure where the Trippy can take his time, tries to bounce off that corner, but it sends him the other direction. Trippy trying to get out of the way for that power-up. Ends up grabbing it with the flag. As Furballers get a pup sweep of Juke Juices. Joy just trying to keep Meowza out of the play there. Rena gets returned. Trippy almost jukes around Joy and Nameless there. Rena putting some pressure here on the Furballers. And Meowza catches up. Anti-Re not going to be able to get out, as you'll see teams finally start to set up for these power-ups here. Nameless secures that low power-up once again. Rena gonna try to put some pressure here on the Furballers. Try to make them squeal a bit. Would the Furballers squeal? I don't know. Because I know croak isn't the right term. Nameless just keeping Trippy in check is kind of funny. Waiting for one of them to get over there is really funny. Yeah, Trippy has that boost to work with. Not able to get to go, and a double flaccid for the Furballers. Rena taking the flag out high. Gets returned. Meowza trying to stay safe for the hold during power-ups. Meowza maybe past 2. They don't have regrab here. Meowza returns to the middle of the map to get returned. Is Trippy tries to stay safe with this rolling bomb. And Trippy oh, that's a nice defuse from Trippy to help confirm the return. Anti-Rene's in. Nice 1-2 punch from Trippy and Anti-Rene to bring them up 2-0. Bali. Setting up for power-ups. Anti-Rene trying to put pressure on that flag. Joy wins the tag pro? Holy shit. Rena not able to get out despite having the juke juice. Bali. Meowza with a beautiful grab and helps get the holds just long enough to get the return. Joy gets quickly sniped, but Meowza doesn't die there? Okay. Bali's going to be past 2. Meowza just needs to slow down Bali for the team to catch up. Goes off the low wall. Gets returned. Rena going to go to the same spot. Furballers got 3 on ODs. They're going to hold for power-ups. 2 tag pros. Rena sees a cat scoring opportunity? Maybe? Bali gets a tag pro. Going to try to help clear base. Rena gets returned. Trippy gets returned. Joy gets killed by the gate. Nameless goes off the wall. Anti-Rene needs to hold here. Bombs right into Joy. They don't have a regrab at this point. Rena can go right by Meowza. How is Trippy alive, dog? Holy crap. Alright, finally gets returned. 2-minute warning here for game number 2 tonight. Meowza gets ahead. Knows not to grab in that situation. Really well done. Oh, the bomb! Nameless. Nameless doesn't get there. Trippy with the return. Meowza needs to hold for a bit longer here until that tag pro goes out, and as it does, Joy gets their turn. Rena gets past Trippy. Nameless gonna be past 2 here. Goes right into Anti-Rene. I thought he had the flag top, which would have been crazy. Rena gotta make some of that ballerina magic work here as we close in on the last minute of game number 2. Nobody's going for that tag pro? Alright, they got 1 to it, but now they're blocked out. Trippy's gonna get the tag pro. Chances starting to look slim here as Furballers get a pup sweep here with the last minute of the game. Anti-Re comes in with another cap, and I think that's the dagger here for game number 2. Jazz almost splits them. 10 seconds left. The Furballers bounce back here for game number 2 as the Blockettes are blocked out from getting any caps here in game number 2. Well, you have to think inspired, Van. We have a, this is a big turnaround here. We're transitioning to a map that everybody knows in the comps, in the competitive tag pro scene. And so we're going to be switching out to Milano 2 for the last 3 games tonight. As it looks like Furballers are ready here. Why the fuck did Joy say that? Okay, that moderation team's got to do something about this. Dude, I was even looking and I was like, huh, maybe it's not a good idea to put that out there. No way. They got the cheese doodle stream going on? Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, I gotta make my face cam smaller.
Three, two, one.
Alright, game sounds are working. And here we are going into game number 3 here on Milano 2. This is a map that everybody pretty much knows at this point. Are they playing 3D? Okay, no. Trippy finally takes his, as soon as Trippy leaves, he's got, Jazz gonna be out low. Volley gets returned. Nameless. Not gonna be able to get past 2, and Jazz is in for the cap.
Jazz.
Rena gets returned. Power-ups already starting to get fought for that tag pro. Bali gets returned. Power-up sweep here for the Furballers. Nameless opts to stay ahead here. Jazz is off the bounce. Jazz is in for the cap. Nameless gets returned. The anti-re goes to the middle of the map to extend his hold. Tries to go around Joy, can't get to go. Jazz tries to get Nameless away from that power-up scene, and he will. Or she will. Let's see here. Meowza with the return on Joy. Meowza can return Rena here, and will choose to do so. Anti-re with a nice grabs. Furballers going away with another pop sweep here. Oh, Joy gets out there. Jazz is propelled into the scene to get their turn. Rena not able to get the return. Rena is slippery. Meowza with a nice out here. Meowza's past 3. Nameless. Nice push off the flag tile there. Jazz gonna get pressured there as Nameless tries to help Joy with a grab, because we know Joy can't grab. And Joy not patient enough as Nameless opts to go flag pro. Doesn't have much time left on that tag pro. Tried to get a kiss out of the play as Bali Meowza with another out past 3. Anti-re will eventually get the return here as Meowza had to pin him down. Rena. They have 2 on OD here. How patient are they going to be? Rena off the back wall. Not able to get around there. Great OD there from the Furballers. Setting up for power-ups once again, and Rena gets that tag pro. Trippy needs to hold here, and Bali is in for the flag, in for the cap. How did Meowza get out there? It's actually crazy. Nameless. Oh, Rena. Nice return there.
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music. Yes, really.
Nameless and Bali with a nice 1-2 punch here to bring the Blockettes into the lead here. Rena off the back wall. Tries to go over top of Meowza. Can't get it to go. You should add like a random, like, you should add like, oh, what is that bump? I think Bali should have activated that earlier, but... If you had to add in a cap sound for Bali right now, Yalpa, what would it be? Rena doesn't have one either. Could be under Ballerina. So that's 2 cap sounds you could probably mess with. Anti-Re almost beats Rena there. As now they're just having to fight off blocks, and Joy needs to live. Not gonna be able to get it to go as power-ups start to spawn in, and Rena will meet up with Nameless here for a nice tag pro lead. And a nice tag spawn where Nameless should eventually end up, but finally get the returns. Nice return from Trippy. Meowza almost splits the difference there. Now they're going around Joy. Bali. Bali goes right into anti-re there. As they're starting to set up for that tag, bro, it's going to be really important. We have got ourselves a cuddle bottle. As Jazz is going to get away with that. Trippy. Wait, Trippy going away from the tag pro lead? Oh, Trippy. Trippy ties the game up, with 4 caps apiece. Meowza not gonna be able to get it to go. Bali. Oh, nice play from Meowza. Not gonna be enough. As Bali's in for the cap. Power-up sweep here for the Furballers. Does it lead to anything is the question. Both power-ups are now out of play. Rena. Opts to hand off to Nameless. Nice snipe from Trippy. Jazz with a nice out. Nameless does catch up. They have the blocks. They're past 3. Bali's got the flag. Jazz is pinned. Joy gets the tag pro. Gonna want to meet up with Bali here. Opts do the kiss. Jazz firms the return. Nameless. Good patience. We tried to time up the handoff. Couldn't get it to go. Furballers have to get a grab here. 10 seconds left. No power-ups that are consequential. You have 2 juke juices.
2, 1.
Meowza goes to the top boost. Joy pressures him out of the spot. We're going to slowly close in on Meowza here. Trippy with the blocks. Holy shit! Jazz didn't get the bump. Meowza still holding on. Joy, not going to get it either. Nameless. Aw, dude, Meowza hell for a while there as the Blockettes take game number 3, 5-4. I think they had a good chance earlier, but they had one of the teammates on the Furballers end up missing a bump. If any Tag Pro mods are in the chat, just wanted to let you know about this account. Not sure if it should be up there. Dude, if someone signs up with the comp name of Richard Tuff, that would be like the ultimate competitive Tag Pro name. Hopefully you guys don't hear my air conditioner. Wait, is Prime in the chat, but he's not even following? That's crazy. All right, Helpo, you gotta tell me what the cap sound you ended up doing for Bali. Is it a big troll? Aw, rip. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh shit. Nope. Okay. Not what I meant to do. Dude, why doesn't it just let me put in, like, predictions from OBS? That's actually stupid. Alright. Man, they're taking a good amount of time here. Yeah, Anti's taking a big shit now. Alright, looks like both teams are ready here as we go into game number 5. And we go into game number 4 tonight. Almost feels like we go into game number 5. Oh man. Well, isn't this fantastic? Yeah, we're all here, I mean. Should be no reason why the game can't fucking launch. What the world? Alright. Wait, what the hell? One. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, now we're launching into game number 4 here.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, and we are live going into game number 4. Bally's past 2. Jazz. Not going to make it. Anti-Reef, a nice split. Nowza stays alive here. Decides to rocket it in. Joy with a good snipe. Trippy. Trippy's past 3, but Nameless has a snipe. His team's starting to get set up on pups. Oh, Rena goes right into flag into the gate. Not what we want to see, but the Furballers get a pup sweep. Yowza. Yowza works his way to the middle of the field. Gonna be past 2. Sees the split. Can't get it to go. As Meowza's not able to get the cap. Jazz. Gonna be past 3. Nameless with the snipe. Couldn't get it to go. As Jazz gets a cap here for the Furballers and puts him right on the board here for game number 4. Nameless wins that tag pro. That's crazy. Marina tries to snipe Meowza. Bally with the return. Oh, Meowza wins that 3v2 pup fight. Trippy's the only one ahead. Trippy with a nice return. As Trippy's just going to be able to walk that in. Nice block from Jazz. Meowza not able to get around Bali. Anti-re. I think he could have shot it. I think Bali didn't have the room. Anti-re. Still obstacle low here. 6 minutes. Going to be going into pup soon. The low power-up was already used as Meowza looks to live for a little bit longer here as Rena gets returned. Nameless with the flag. Nameless keeping this team alive right now. Not able to get their cap just yet. Nameless not able to get to go. Trippy gets around Bali. Trippy. Trippy. In for the cap. Jazz with a nice out. Oh, not able to get to go. Another round of power-ups as we've reached the halfway point in this game. Meowza not going to be able to get it to go. Jazz has to run with it. Nameless with a good snipe. Anti-re's blocked out. Bali. Bali's not going to be able to get it to go. Jazz gets returned. Trippy. Trippy's past 3. Rena going to be alive here. Rena just shy of the flag tile to get the cap. Anti-reef, a little friendly bump there onto Meowza. And Trippy not gonna be able to hold his lane. They know not to give him the handoff, but they still go for it anyway as Rena with a nice coverage there. Jazz runs into the spikes. Trippy, never flash and grab. Anti-re opts to stay ahead. Knows that the teams are fighting for that tag pro. Not officially cuddle buddle, but it's a 3-on-2. Joy not able to steal that power up. Anti-re is going to meet up with his dog Trippy. Anti-re. Not gonna be able to get it to go, but Meowza gets the return on Rena. Meowza with a little bit of extra hold there to help the defense out there. Trippy opts to go for the grab. He's past 2. Rena helps confirm the return. 2-minute warning here as we go into another round of power-ups. That tag pro is going to be out top. Bali gets a nice grab. They're not set up for that top pup. They will be soon. It's delayed quite a bit. As Meowser rolls onto it. Joy with the grab.
You like jazz?
Jazz in for the cap. Trippy goes for the grab. Can't get it to go. 40 seconds left here. Nameless. Got to get something to work. Nameless tries to boost straight on. Can't get it to go. If Joy can get out here, they have a nice scoring opportunity here. Anti-Re gets their turn. That's going to be all she wrote. Unless Bali. Oh, Bali's got some... Bali's able to get that to go. 10 seconds. If they get someone around for clutch time, this could go into OT. They got to get something to work, though. Not going to get it to go. Furballers take game number 4, 4-2. It's crazy. For that game, for Ballers literally doubled their prevent time. Doubled the prevent time for the Blockettes, which is kind of crazy. Oh, we got Cheetos in the chat? Let's go. What's up, Cheetos? Looks like we're all done waiting. Game 5 that everybody's been waiting on is finally here. Oh, fun. Joiner not working again. What else is new? Alright. Alright, we can see all the players on the field. Here we go, game number 5. Yeah, we need to have like a Rocket League scoreboard. Just put it up there. Trippy. Trippy is here. Okay. Rena's gonna be past 2. Anti-Rhea for clean snipe. Trippy has a chance. Rena confirms the kill. "10 seconds beforehand, they're setting up for a tag pro? This is crazy. And they still get it. Pup sweep here for the Blockettes. That's just... Dude, setting up 10 seconds beforehand is kind of crazy to me. But I understand, like, is there major playoff implications for this? Oh, Rena. Rena's in for the cap. Trippy with a nice double tap. Yeah, I did not realize how loud Rena's cap sound was going to be. Oh, nice kill from Trippy. Or anti-Rhea. Oh, Meowza! Joy has the momentum, though. Gets the kill. To turn down immediately. Jazz gets sniped from Bali. Meowza. Don't have to return on Joy. He's going to have to extend his hold a bit here. Joy gets the return. Jazz the only one ahead here. Rena taking a lap here. Setting up for another tag pro. They don't have anybody ahead. Rena gonna walk that in for free and lose the power. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to give you any warnings on that. It's just gonna be fucking loud. Yeah, they didn't have anybody ahead. They set up 3-threat tag pro, but then they didn't. Anti-Rhea. Can't set up if bumps needed. Whew. Drippy, taking his time here. Meowza goes to the grab, thinks he can be past 2, and now he's got 3 in base, trying to contain him. Holy shit, Meowza. Oh, I thought Rena didn't have it there. It would have been crazy. Jazz not going to be able to get it to go. They learned their lesson beforehand. They kept someone ahead. Drippy kills Rena with the rolling bomb. Nameless cuts off that team boost, which is pretty powerful for a capping route. Meowza goes over Nameless. Nice bump there. Meowza escapes somehow, and Nameless with a return. Joy gets the cap with a nicely positioned return there. Anti-Reese gonna get a nice counter cap here.
Daddy.
We're just reaching the halfway point here into game number 5. Meowza ties it up. Anti-Re
Daddy.
with a nice turnaround here from the Furballers. Trippy's not going to be able to get that to go. Nameless has the blocks from the teammates. Jazz runs into the gate. Anti-Re's got to hold while the team gets here. Meowza with a quick return. Bally hits the button. Meowza not going to be able to get it to go. Jazz gets pushed into the grab. And Bally's going to get another cap. And suddenly this match has turned into fucking chaos as we go into the next round of power-ups. Furballers with the pup sweep. Trippy blocking Rena and base. Meowza doesn't get the snipe right away. Anti-refreeze Rena. Meowza with some jukes here. Nameless with a return. Jazz trying to get something to go, but Bally gets the return. Rena gets killed by Trippy. As teams are starting to set up for power-ups here. As Trippy gets that kill, another power-up sweep for the Furballers. Trippy and Anti-Re just walk it in. Oh, what the hell? Trippy. Anti-Re tried to get the snipe. Could not get it to go. And Rena's got 4 caps into game number 5. It's a ballerina fest. Stop capping, Rena. Jazz gets that tag, bro. Nameless has to get something to go here. Anti-Re gives up all the contain he had, and Nameless is going to walk it in.
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music. Yes, really.
Nice gate kill
If you
from
tap
Nameless.
now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music.
Nice out from Trippy. Or Antari. Fucking hell. Oh, he gets it. Nice. Question is, minute on the clock. Can you win it? Rena with the grab. Do we get to hear that annoying fucking cap sound again? Rena.
I'm spinning like a ballerina.
Yeah, that's gonna be GG. You got 30 seconds, you're down 5. What does this mean for the playoff spread? Inconsolable. Is that like okay. I think this would have been a different series if Jan was here, but you can't put any like, you can't take anything away from what Jazz did tonight. As the Blockettes are gonna win by 5 here in game number 5 tonight. And that's going to be your spread for tonight. That's going to do it for the stream tonight. I just wanted to thank some of our new followers. We got a ton of people in here. But that's the end of the splits. Wasn't expecting Blockettes to win 3-2, but Furballers didn't have Jan, and I'm sure that they'll have him for playoffs. So, was that like Blockettes get... Yeah, Blockettes get 9, and then Furballers get 6. I don't know if that gets the Furballers the 1 seed. Or maybe even the 2 seed. I don't know what the plan is tonight for some of these teams, but I'm sure we'll find out either way. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and hope you all take it easy.